now they're making her carry a microphone.
You holding the mic or asking a question? All right.
Yeah, I got a question on what's your pros and cons on 1,000 streaming films that we have coming out? Is it way too much mediocre, or are we really getting something out of 1,000 streaming films and streaming networks? I just want to hear your comments on that.
Oh, by the way, this is a brother, a DC originally birthed writer. He invented himself, wrote many books, and I was aware of him from Howard University time. Your question, my brother, to me, Hollywood fundamentally, and I'm talking about vocabulary of literature, vocabulary of cinema, Hollywood is built on white supremacist grammar. No black person can go in and change it. Even white people, good do-gooders in Hollywood can't change it. Hollywood has been built by the orchestration of the white supremacist elite that came from literature, that brought stereotype ideas of people in itself from literature, from plantation school of literature. You know, the very foundation of Hollywood, the people are the germinators of stereotype racist films. You know, Birth of a Nation is the actual blueprint of the idea of race sociology in Hollywood. So to me, it's in the grammar. No black people can go in there and change it. They can think, they can wish, they can feel. What we have here is black skin, white characters, but black skin. Even when we take historical characters, we give them the logic of white supremacy. Because you can never take Nat Turner, his mindset, and put him in a Eurocentric grammar to tell his story. That's African people problem. You know, you can never tell jazz story by Hollywood. It has a whole syntax that is need to be tapped by African-centered people. So to me, I am African-centered. I know many African-centered brothers and sisters who work in the industry. All I know is they too regurgitate Hollywood idea of black people with a little tint of color and personality, or taking historical personalities and putting them in the logical narrative. The narrative device is where the problem is. There are nice white people who would like to make film about their own people. That is not Hollywood formulated. They can't. So how in the hell would a black person go to Hollywood, okay, green lighted by Hollywood power, by Hollywood plantation system? What kind of system commits suicide against itself and make the real film about black people in America? So for me, it's the very grammar. That's the problem. People don't know the grammar is warped. It's a white supremacist idea of hero and shiro. Okay? You have the hero, and now you just give it dress, and she's a shiro. But her essence is that white man in Batman or something. So the essential character never changes. And you put a Native American, who happen the same thing. You put a black American hero, the same thing. Because the idea of hero is Eurocentric. The narrative structure, the narrative grammar, the very vocabulary is Eurocentric. Because all Europe came to create Hollywood. Polish, Germans, Italians, all these Europeans came to Hollywood. The best brains of Europe created, even the whole idea of white was created by Hollywood. There was no white anything before. There were Germans, Czech, okay, Italians, but Hollywood created a white race. And not many people know that, you know? So the idea of law and order, who is the law and order? Look how they play with law and order. What do you think the police are, like for example, you know, you take the issue of Black Lives Matters. Black Lives Matter is a political slogan. It's not a cultural slogan. It doesn't go to the psychology. Police people are, the policeness idea of policehood comes from Hollywood. Hollywood that took the idea of police from patrol ship from slavery, patrols. It's patrols from slavery that are now in the street patrolling. So the plantation system of thought systems never changed. So to me, you can, like for me, I look at policemen, their behavior, they're acting like we saw the movie, the Hollywood. They say, oh, Law and Order man does this. And then we're given a woman, Law and Order woman does this. But she's a man in dress, essentially, because the vocabulary is demented.